Do you know how to lose weight the right way? Howdy friends, we're here at Healthway Nutrition Center to explore the topic of weight loss and to provide our unique perspective. The goal of this video is to give you practical tips you can immediately employ in your daily life. Our first tip recognizes the need for a perspective shift from focusing on a short-term goal of weight loss to prioritizing a long-term goal of supporting your overall long-term health. This critical shift can help you avoid some of the pitfalls that are common to short-term weight loss goals, which often include suffering through the weight loss process and gaining the weight back shortly after you've lost it. Instead, by prioritizing your long-term overall health, weight loss can become automatic, sustainable, and long-term. Our next tip recognizes the importance of a balanced diet. Now, we're all aware there's countless opinions on what a balanced diet is, and we don't aim to settle that debate here today. Instead, our focus is on a simple, practical tip that recognizes that most Americans consume an excessive amount of carbohydrates, and reducing their carbohydrate intake offers a low-hanging fruit solution that can help them make a big leap forward towards a more balanced diet. Some complementary tips to this include aiming for at least 20 to 25 grams of protein per meal, if not more. Looking at the amount of carbs and the percentage of space they take up on your plate, we want no more of a quarter of your plate to have those carbs. And as far as the rest of the plate, aim to fill it with non-starchy vegetables and fruits that perhaps aren't the highest sugar fruit out there. So when it comes to balancing your diet, start by taking that easy step of reducing your carbs as step one. For many of us, this might mean removing a carbohydrate-rich snack somewhere in the day, or maybe just slightly reducing our portion size of carbs as we consume our meals. The key point is set a small, attainable goal and aim to be consistent with it for several weeks before looking towards that next goal. Our next topic recognizes the essential nutrients that your metabolism needs to function optimally. Most Americans are deficient in at least one essential nutrient. This might be as common as being low in vitamin D in the wintertime, or perhaps more nuanced, recognizing that the nutritional densities of many whole foods is not quite the same as it was 50 years ago. Whatever the instance, we often find that not only do we always need to prioritize a diverse diet rich in a wide variety of whole foods, but we also feel that most Americans would do well to consider a quality multivitamin as a bit of a nutritional insurance policy to cover those potential nutritional gaps that ultimately can undermine your metabolic efforts, your weight loss goals, and ultimately your overall health. Our next topic is arguably the most important, and that recognizes if you're going to lose weight, you're probably going to have to eat less. So we need to reduce our calories to achieve weight loss goals. This is well agreed upon. However, what is often overlooked is the correct way to reduce your caloric intake. The key detail here is that we need to make a small reduction. Not only is this in line with some of the psychological reasons behind setting small attainable goals, but in this case, this has much to do with your body's physiology and recognizes that an excessive reduction in calories can cause your body to rebel against your weight loss goals by raising your hunger hormones, making you more hungry, or slowing down your metabolic function, meaning you're burning less fat on a daily basis. So, as you aim to restrict your calories, be sure to make a small adjustment, something that your body can adapt and become conditioned to, rather than a large reduction that throws your body into a state of stress. For many of us, this means no more than a 10% reduction in calories, or about roughly 200 calories per day. That might mean removing a small snack, or as we said earlier, just shaving a few calories from each meal that you're consuming throughout the day. Our next topic talks about the quality of those calories. So, This is primarily about a shift away from simple carbohydrates to complex carbohydrates. As we touched on in the balanced diet comments, aim to identify some foods that you're eating and try to improve the protein, fat, and fiber content of that meal that you're consuming to match those carbs. Ultimately, what we're referring to here is your post-meal blood glucose levels. We do not want to see blood sugar spikes that can shut down fat burning and drive fat storage. We want to see a nice, even, stable blood sugar level that not only keeps you burning fat, but also improves your snacking between meals and some of the cravings that can accompany more volatile blood sugar levels. So keep it stable. You'll find it much easier to stick to your goals, and you can support your willpower in a better fashion this way. Last but not least, we recognize the importance of exercise. Now, this is sometimes a controversial subject because modern research has shown that you can very much lose weight without exercising. However, we argue you can't support your overall health in a long-term, sustainable fashion without exercise and simply moving more. So, find a way to move more. For some, if you're fairly inactive, this might be committing to walking around the block a few times a week after a meal. Follow it up with some light stretching, and maybe as a secondary goal, maybe some gentle weightlifting with some light weights. Whatever it is, set a small, attainable goal and aim to be consistent with it. Once you're consistent, reevaluate, and you'll be surprised where your goals might take you. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and from all of us here at Healthway, we really appreciate you following along with our health story. We invite you to check out our website for all your supplement needs at healthwaynutritioncenter.com, where you'll find a wide selection of top quality supplements that are sourced from secure supply chains, guaranteeing the supplements are authentic and also stored in temperature controlled conditions. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.